I gave him a handful with a big long title, didn't I? I'm going to start with a quote that really truly inspires me from the author Liz Gilbert. She quotes, "Creativity does not belong exclusively to the professional artists and geniuses. It is the birthright of every single human being. Creativity is our common heritage." And I believe this with 100% of my heart. I believe that each of us is creative, even if we're not doing a creative craft. We don't have to be writers or authors or musicians to have a creative journey. Actually, everybody in this room has already been on a creative journey if you've written your very first speech. Think about it. You decide to do this thing called Toastmasters, and then you have to create content and then perform it in front of a group. So I believe that each one of us has been on a creative journey, so it's a universal system that we can all think about. What also happens on our creative journeys is we get stuck. We write draft after draft, things get a little messy, you want to procrastinate or even maybe give up. Well, I've created a simple little method to help you with that. It's called the rescue method, because I believe you guys can actually rescue yourself. And I'm a little bit fond of acronyms, so it's an acronym with using the R, E, and the S. R stands for recognize. E is embrace, and S is support. And I believe these are the 3 essential tools you'll need on your creative journey. Let's look at that journey a little bit closer. Step 1, as I see it, is challenge accepted. This is the point where you open up your competent communicator and see the icebreaker speech, and you accept that challenge to write your very first speech. Or it's setting a new goal, creating a new vision in your business or your life, setting a new fitness or health goal, or even deciding to take on a little spring cleaning. Let's look at all of those different examples as we go through this creative journey. So challenge accepted, you've taken it on, you've said yes to this. Well, let's apply the rescue method right here. 1, recognize where you're at, the very beginning, and embrace the beginning of the journey. Know that there's stuff to come ahead, and it may twist and it may turn and there may be bumps, but embrace the whole thing. And S, support, set your support up now. Support yourself with a plan of action. Support yourself with people and resources that will help you get where you want to go. Step 1.5. I added a 0.5 here because this is one of those underbelly steps that we don't often talk about. And this is the fear and the procrastination and the resistance to our own goals. Who signed up for a speech and then got really afraid? All right, thank you. For a second, you weren't raising your hands, and I was going to be like, liars. Right, so this fear is a normal part, but we don't often talk about it. So with the rescue method, we'll shine a little light on it to normalize it. Recognize it's totally normal to feel a little afraid and want to procrastinate a little bit. Embrace that fear, because it's actually an indicator that you're outside of your comfort zone and going in the right direction for your goals. And get support, get support, get support. Whether that's from a mentor, if this is a Toastmasters journey, or other people in your life who could support you on whatever goal that is. You can even hire professionals. Step 2, the messy middle. Maybe some of you remember my fire starter from a few weeks ago when I talked about the poop emoji hitting the fan. We're going to talk about it again. This is the messy part of the creative journey that we all have experienced. Maybe it's in a fitness goal when we start to realize that, oh, this is hard. My body's sore. I'm tired of eating salads. Or maybe this is the part of spring cleaning where you take everything out of your closets, unless you're Patrick and a minimalist, which is very laudable, by the way. It's messier before it gets cleaner, right? This is the messy middle part of our journey, and I'm sure we've all experienced this. So let's all apply the rescue method. Recognize that this is just one more step. This is actually part of your growth along the journey. Embrace the mess, because you know it's getting better from here. If you embrace the mess in the middle of spring cleaning, you can actually finish to the end and not just jump off the wagon and give up. And get support. This might be one of the most important steps to get support on, because if you don't, you're left out there on this journey alone, and I don't believe anybody has to take it alone. Step 3, go time. Notice I didn't call this the finish line because I don't actually believe it's finished. Creative journeys are part of our whole life adventure. So even when you stand up on this stage and give that speech, it's not the end. It might be the end of that speech, maybe you'll do it again sometime, but it's actually the beginning of a whole nother journey. This is the moment where it comes all together. Your house is being cleaned, your speech is prepared, you have your new 6-pack of abs. But it's not the end, right? Because you have to maintain all of those things. Let's apply the rescue method even during go time, even right here in this part of the journey. Recognize how far you've come and acknowledge the journey you've been on. Embrace it and enjoy the moment. Connect with the people that are around you when this happens. And get support. If you're new to speaking and it still makes you really nervous, look at the person who's going to give you a wink and a nod. Get support and support yourself with breath. And last but not least, I actually have a step 3.5. And this is another one of those underbellies that we don't often talk about. It's the dip or the crash or the recovery period that happens after we reach a goal, right? We get all the way to the top, and then sometimes you need recovery. To rescue yourself during this part, recognize that it's normal and perfectly okay that you need a little time. Embrace it by acknowledging where you are, how far you've come, and that this might just be another time to accept a new challenge. And get support with all the time you need and the people who will truly support you, even when you're feeling down in the dumps. And know that it's temporary. The creative journey is comprised of these 3 steps with my little 0.5s put in there. Step 1, challenge accepted. Step 1.5, don't forget about the resistance, fear, and procrastination. Step 2, the messy middle. Step 3, go time. And step 3.5, the little dip, crash, and recovery period. If you apply the rescue method with recognizing, embracing, and support, I believe you truly can accomplish any goal, vision, idea, or speech that you put your mind to. Thank you.